little 12-bar blue pattern combining a riff and a chord rhythm, and it's called Texas Rock. So let's start off by looking at the chord shapes involved. Alright, we're starting off here with our E7 chord. It's a normal E chord. I've just got my little finger down here on a D note, which is my 7th, which I'm placing on top of the chord. Second inversion is an A7 chord. I'm half barring from the D string down and putting my second finger on a G note, which is again my 7th, and that is on top of the chord once again. So I get strumming from the A string down, E7, A7, and our standard B7 chord in first position. Okay, we're going to take a little look at the rhythmic pattern that I'm using for this progression. So we'll take a look at the right hand. So I start off by hitting my E string open, following through with the chord 1, 2, 3 and. So it's a down up stroke on the 3 and. 1, 2, 3 and I'll just sort of whiz by my next beat, which is my 4th beat, not hitting the strings. I get a kind of miss completely. 1, 2, 3 and missing, and I'm going to grab my upstroke, playing the and of the 4 count. So I get 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. That's pretty much the rhythmic pattern for the whole tune. Now we're going to take a look at the riff that we're about to play through the 12-bar blues pattern. The only thing that changes with the chord changes is the actual bass note. I'll take you through that. So over the E chord, I play an open E, G, A, B, open D, and then finish on my E on the octave. To start that off, when I count the piece in, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We're actually coming in on the second beat of our bar. We're starting off on the second beat of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, which brings me into my rhythm on the E chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So, exactly the same thing when I go into the A7 chord. Only difference is that I play an A bass, open A string, instead of my E on the last note. Is that open A? Finally, going into my B7 chord, exactly the same deal, except I play this B note as my bass, second finger on the A string, 2nd fret, which of course is exactly where it is when I'm playing the B7 chord. Difference being here is on the last stroke, which is the upstroke, I quickly change to an A7 chord. And I am going to use, I'm not going to use that A7, the one that I've been using through the whole piece. I'm going to use this version of the A7 with my second finger here on the D string, 2nd fret, and my 3rd finger down here on the C sharp, which is on the B string, 2nd fret. So I'm getting from the B7, off with my E chord. So I'm predominantly playing alternate picking. So with my right hand I'm using alternate picking when I play the riff, starting off with the E. thing to notice is a slight change in the riff when I'm going to the B chord. Instead of playing the riff as we did on the E and the A, we're going to add a couple of little different notes to get us into that B7 shape. So I'll take you through that now. So when I go into my B7 chord, my notes are open E, G, A sharp, B, and open D to finish. Hitting my B bass, there's that quick change on the A7. So I'll just take you through the entire pattern, trying to show you both right and left hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. This little blues pattern is not all that difficult. The important thing to remember is that you can maintain a nice even tempo coming out of the riff into the chord changes and maintain a nice even rhythm. Just play really slow at first and make sure it's nice and continuous and even, and make sure you feel comfortable when you're playing through those changes. Good luck with it, have a lot of fun. I'll catch you next time.